and welcome to the Union Broadcast booth in the middle of a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of 1A West District Baseball here on mylocalradio.com as we are about to start the matchup between the Rawlings Generals and the Lander Legends. Loser goes home. When we come back, we'll have your scene set for today's matchup. You listen to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of 1A District Baseball online at mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the log cabin on Bear River Drive.
Go. Welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth, middle of the First Bank Wyoming presentation of Outlaws Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. It's time for the El Paso All-American Mexican Grill scene set for today's matchup. And it's real simple. Loser goes home. Winner goes on to play the loser of tomorrow's matchup. That will be between the winner of Lovell and Evanston and Powell, if you're tracking on that. But the loser of this game goes home, and that's what really matters today. You listen to the First Bank Wyoming presentation of Single A West District Baseball online at mylocalradio.com.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this.
Power tools.
Every driver deserves quality parts.
Practical and cool.
So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy.
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uintah County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming when benefits matter.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth, middle of the First Bank Wyoming presentation of Single A West Baseball, District Baseball, that is, as it is time for your pregame coaches show brought to you by Jake Major with the Bullock Agency. Unfortunately, we don't have time to talk to the coaches because of the tournament play, but we'll give you some adjustments that I think that, especially Lander, I think Lander, offensively, they can't panic. I mean, they put up 4 runs in 5 innings, which is pretty good, but it's their pitching and their defense has got to come through. Same thing for Rollins there. Pitching has to be better. Actually, I think they're just all-around infield has to be better. Their offense, they didn't put up a run, but they played against a very strong COD team, and I think their offense will be ready to go. They're going to have to score more runs, obviously, and that is your Jake Major with the Bullock Agency pregame show on a First Bank Wyoming presentation of Single A West Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. We come back, we'll meet the teams.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats and Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA. Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth, in the middle of the First Bank Wyoming presentation of Single A West District Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for our Ellingford Brothers Keys to the Game. And to be honest, Elan, both these teams, the keys to the game are pretty simple.
Yeah, absolutely.
Play some clean baseball.
Yeah, for Rollins, it's going to be smooth as fast. Speed is lethal, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's lethal to your opponent. A lot of the things we've seen in that first game for Rollins is just kind of speed jamming and kind of just trying to force things to happen. Let the game kind of come to you. Make the smart play. As far as Lander is concerned, really, yeah, they got run ruled by Green River. But, their pitching could straighten some things out, and they've got no seep on the mound. Honestly, if I'm Lander, I just kind of see if I can just continue doing what they did. As you mentioned, they scored 4 runs in 4.5 innings. So that's a pretty good showing for the Lander Legends.
Yeah, I mean, Lander continued to play baseball. Rollins, I mean, it's an opportunity to get that first one, and I think they really want it. And you can see the way they're warming up. And it is time for your Varsity Inc. Meet the Rosters.
All right, let's go ahead and show that. Of course, we've got Lander, Coulter Hekala. He was great on the mound in relief. Carter Noseep's going to be the starting pitcher here today. But looking at the offense of the Lander Legends, It really does look like Ty Martin had a lot to do in that first one. Now you move on to the Rollins Generals. And on the mound, it looks like it's number 7. Of course, that is Tommy Chiswick. And then Eli Weisenberg, he was starting to make some great plays over in left field. But you have to count in number 5, Brian Polson, as, of course, the Taffner brothers as well when you look at the Rollins Generals.
So let's meet that lineup for the Rollins Generals. You got Beaver, Baker, Martin, Kramer, Nosip, Cunningham, Whelan, Kin, and Moffitt. As we are ready to go, first pitch is high. Ball 1 to Beaver. As I was trying to find his first name, I can't read my own handwriting. Joel. Yeah, that does not look like Joel at all. Second pitch misses as well. 2-0. As a throwback finds its way to the shortstop, Mastis. That's not necessarily the start the Rollins Generals want, but time for them to bounce back. As Chiswick on the mound into the windup. 2-0, misses outside, 3-0. Infield for the Generals, you've got Paulson catching. J.D. Chiswick over on first, James Fletcher at second. Can't tell if that's Trinity or Tinley Taffner. That's Trinity Taffner over at third, and then shortstop Lee Maestas. 3-0 is in there for a strike. Let's meet that outfield. That outfield will be Weisenberg in left, Mathel in center, Taffner in right, as Beaver leads it off with a single back up the middle as one batter, one runner for the Legends. And that's a good way to get things started for Lander. This is the first high-pressure game of the season that we will see this year. Winner of this, they're moving on to take the loser of the second semifinal tomorrow, featuring Powell, and the winner of tonight's game, the Evanston Outlaws and the Lovell Mustangs. The loser, their season will come to an end here in Cowley this afternoon. Brings up Braxton Baker. Runner goes. The pitch misses. The throw down. Not in time as Beaver has himself a stolen base. Lander not waiting around. They're trying to force the issue here in the first inning. Designated home teams are 2-0 in this tournament so far, so that's something to kind of fun fact keep your eye on. The 1-0 is followed straight back, 1-1. But how much of that do you think is just that so far the home teams have been the higher seeds? I really do think that that's probably the majority behind it. We saw Cody with the dominating performance, Green River with a breakout performance that sent a message to the rest of the single A as well. The 1-1 is a strike as that gets by the catcher, Paulson. Runner's going to advance to third on the pass ball. Chiswick makes his way back to the mound. I mean, right now, if you get an out in exchange for the run, start the inning over clean with one out, it's not the worst thing in the world as Chiswick comes set, checks the runner at third. The pitch. Outside, 2-2. We got our first score from the East District Tournament. Sheridan over Gillette, 12-3. Number 5 team will advance to play. As we get a breaking ball called for a strike, as you're saying, Elan. They'll play Douglas at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. It's a nice breaking ball there. It gets the out without allowing the run. That brings up Ty Martin, the center fielder. Yeah, right now it's big for Rollins to keep the bats quiet going into the bottom of the first. Try to keep this thing level. But if you're Lander, you also know you're capable of scoring. First pitch grounded down the third baseline, foul. Martin was 1 for 2 with a sacrifice fly RBI in the first game. Looking to try to continue what he build off of what he did in the latter half of that game, as he's got an RBI opportunity at the beginning of the match here in the top of the first inning with one out. Runner on third. Chiswick comes set, the 0-1. Bounces in as Paulson's able to stop that. It's a good stop there from Paulson. 1-1. Right now, Ty Martin trying to bring in that runner at third. That is Joel Beaver, who led things off with a good hit. Comes set. Chiswick's 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Mastis takes a weird bounce on him. He's able to glove it, fires it across. That's going to be not in time as it gets by the first baseman. It'll be out of play. As Martin will go to second on the throwing error. And that run comes across. 1-0 Legends on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. That'll bring up Luca Kramer. Kramer was 1 for 2 before he was lifted for a pinch hitter.
Well, he was also the starting pitcher, so when he got pulled off the mound, they lifted him as well.
As he ropes one down or over the head of the first baseman for a base hit. They are going to send the runner. The relay, not in time as he's in there under the tag, as that was a very close play, a lot closer than I thought it was going to be originally. Give Luca Kramer an RBI single as Martin comes around to score. 2-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
Great job there by Martin to slide under the tag to try to set this thing up well for the Legends. And this is what the start that Lander kind of needed in order to shake off a little bit of the shock of what happened in Game 2 of this tournament, as here we are in Game 3.
Brings up Carter Noseep. He's on the mound, looking to help out his own cause before he throws that first pitch. Runner on first, 2 runs in the inning, 1 out. As Chiswick comes set, first pitch, runner goes. They call it a strike. The throw down is offline into center field. As the center fielder Mathel's there to back it up, that keeps the runner at second. 0-1 the count to Noseep.
Yeah, Noseep was holding the entire way. That was a design steal to try to get Kramer in scoring position. It looks like Lander's wanting to score bunches and bunches early in order to try to clinch their spot in tomorrow's rounds.
Also looks like they're going to steal early and often. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball back up the middle. That is by both the infielders. The runner at second originally held as Mathil will throw to second base, as we're going to get a single for Noseep. That brings up Cody Cunningham. Runners on first and third with 1 out.
Cunningham is due to, as he was 0 for 3, I think, with 3 strikeouts in the game against Green River.
It's a real good time to bounce back. Runners on first and third. In the first game we had that Rollins played, we had a situation like this. They tried to fake a throw to second. They pick off. They have the runner in a rundown. It's a great move by Chiswick.
And now the runner's going to score.
Throw to second gets the out, but the runner on third will score as they go up 3-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as Noseep is picked off.
And kind of sacrificed himself to make sure that came through where they wanted it.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that was the designed play. I think that was just a really good move from Chiswick. Once you're picked off, though, your only goal is to get that run in, as that pitch is behind Cunningham for a ball.
Well, 2 down, bases empty. Big opportunity for Chiswick to get out of this inning.
The pitch is low as the umpire catches that off the bobble. 2-0. Chiswick working from the windup on the first base side of the rubber into the pitch. Is high, 3-0. As it looks like Chiswick's rushing it a little bit. Just kind of blowing through his windup instead of taking his time and really building up. Here comes a 3-0 pitch. As that was much better right there. He slowed down, fires a strike, 3-1.
You know, we talked about in the Ellingford Brothers keys of the game for Rawlings, it's slow down and kind of let it happen. We've seen a lot of kind of trying to force it type situations coming from Rollins early in this game. And unfortunately, he loses him on a walk.
Brings up Justin Whelan, playing right field, as Cunningham draws the 4-pitch walk. 5-pitch walk. Drew a walk. Was on first base. What really matters. First pitch to Whelan is a line drive into the right center field gap that is going to split the outfielders. Gets by both of them. Cunningham, he's rumbling on his way to third. They're going to send him. As the relay is bounced, they're going to throw it to third. Runner was already there. They're going to send the runner.
Oh, wow.
And that throwing error is going to lead for Whelan to get a little bit of a Little League inside the park home run.
Wow. And that's 2 in for Lander just like that. The Legends not wasting any time.
It's 5-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Credit Whelan with an RBI. Triple. Brings up Hunterkin.
Game changer, calling that a inside the park home run, not something you see every day.
Yeah, it's not an inside the park home run. as Keene was 0 for 2, flew out to the center fielder twice in the first game that they played today. As first pitch swing and pops it up on the infield. Paulson calls for it off of his glove, and it stays in fair territory. As Keene will reach on the error. Brings up Moffitt. The Legends, they batted around here in the first inning.
Runner on first is Keene.
Runner on first, 2 down. Chiswick comes set. Holds at the waist, the pitch. As the runner was going, it is very obvious that the Legends think they can steal against Rollins right now, and they are going every single pitch as that one's fouled straight back, so the runner will have to go back to first.
Yeah, right now Chiswick doing a good job kind of not letting that noise get to him. You don't see him throwing over too horribly much.
I think he should throw over, though. He's thrown over once already. He's got a pick off. I think if he goes here, he might catch the runner sleeping. He does. I was wrong as the runner gets back. Runner on first, 2 down. 5-0 the score. Runner stays. That's lined into right field. That's a good piece of hitting there from Moffitt. They're going to try to go first to third on the hit. They will be able to do so as Kin strolls into third. Now it's first and third. 2 outs for the top of the order, and Joel Beaver, who led off the game with a single.
Number 8, Beaver.
And the Legends wanting to possibly end this one a little bit early as well.
Well, it's hard to gauge. Rollins hasn't had an at-bat yet. But if you're Chiswick, you really need to shut the door here. 5 is going to be tough to come back from, 6 even tougher. As the runner's going to go, they fake the throw. And as they fake the throw, Kin on third base was already heading back to third, so they just go back to the pitcher, 1-0. Chiswick working pretty quickly. Comes set, the pitch, swung on and missed. He got Beaver with a fastball above the shoulders, 1-1. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. Top of the first inning, 5-0. The 1-1 on the ground to Mastis. Fields the thigh-high hop, fires it across, and that will do it for us here in the top of the first inning. You listen to a First Bank Wyoming presentation of Single A West Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. More from the Union broadcast booth after this.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At Y-Hi, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth in the middle of a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West District Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. It is the Lander Legends taking on the Rollins Generals. Lander up 5-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard before the Generals can even swing the bat.
Yeah, that was a heck of a start for the for the Legends. And now for the Generals, you're going to have to respond. You got to respond almost to the same tune.
And let's hear the starting lineup that will try that response. It is Weston Mathill playing center, Jody Chiswick playing first, batting second, Brian Paulson catching, batting third, Tommy Chiswick on the mound cleaning up, Lee Mastis at shortstop batting fifth, Eli Weisenberg in left field batting sixth, Trinity Taffner at third base batting seventh, Timely Taffner in right field batting eighth, and James Fletcher playing second and batting ninth.
We're going to face off against Carter Noseep.
Let's quickly meet that infield, or excuse me, meet the field for the Lander Legends. You got Baker behind the plate, no seep on the mound. Kin, Beaver, Kramer, Cunningham from left to right across the infield. Moffitt, Martin, and Wheeling from left to right across the outfield.
Baker caught the entire first game against Green River, so he's got about 5 innings worth of catching in those legs already.
I wouldn't even just say 5 innings. Those are 5 long innings. As he's done yeoman's work behind the plate today. In a tournament like this, especially when you play back-to-back, you got to give a big shout-out to your catchers as they work their tails off. As no seep. It's going to work from the stretch. Come set. First pitch to Mathill on the way. Bounces in as Baker is tested behind the plate early as he stops that one. 1-0.
Well, if I'm Rollins, I'm looking for at least 3 here. Got to make this a close game coming out of the first.
No seep. Come set. The 1-0. It's above the head, but Mathill takes a cut anyways. 1-1. Going back to Baker, with all the catching he's done so far, I respect the fact that he's getting down and blocking the first pitch of the game with nobody on, but I'd much rather, as a coach, see him try to glove that and, rest for when he needs to be blocking, as here comes the 1-1. As that is outside, 2-1. Try to give his legs a little bit of a breather. No seep gets the ball back. He comes set, working from the first base side of the rubber. The 2-1 pitch is swung on, hit on the ground, past the shortstop Beaver into left field. That'll be a base hit for Mathill.
Mathill waiting on that off-speed pitch and just takes it into the outfield.
Next up for Rollins, number 13, JD.
That'll bring up JD Chiswick. Playing first, batting second. Runner on first is Mathill. As Chiswick reaches down and was picking something out of the dirt. So there's a rock there or something. As the field looks incredible today. As the people from Lovell, they've done a fantastic job getting this field ready. As Chiswick's going to bunt right back to no-sip. He's going to go to second, and he throws it away. Good stop by the second baseman, Kramer, or else that ball goes into right field, and Mathill moves up. Sacrifice bunt attempt goes awry as both Chiswick and Mathill are safe.
Polson laced one into left field against Cody, his first at-bat earlier this morning, so we know he's got power. Can he use it right here to make this game give Rollins their first run?
No-sip comes set. First pitch to Paulson's in the dirt. Great stop by Baker behind the plate. And, I understand the idea there from no-seep, but I'd much rather see him go to first. Get the for sure out. You're up 5-0. As he comes set, the pitch to Paulson. Low in the dirt. Good stop there by Baker.
You don't want to lose Paulson because then you're going to load the bases. And then with nobody out, that is a great way to let Rollins back into this thing.
No-sip checks the runner at second. Holds at the chest. 2-0 pitch. It's swung on and missed as Paulson did exactly what you talked about, trying to bring this to a 2-run game with one swing. But that's a 2-0 swing you love to see. If you're going to swing 2-0, I don't want you trying to flip it over the first baseman's head, crush that thing, as here comes a 2-1. In the dirt, Baker with another stop, 3-1 to Paulson.
And again, I don't think you can afford to walk here if you're no-seep.
So if you're no-seep, so you'd want no-seep to just throw a strike and live with the result?
Yeah, exactly.
Comes set. As he's unable to do so, that one bounces in for ball 4. Bases are loaded, nobody out.
And this is the thing that Rollins, I think, was hoping to get is this type of situation. Down by 5, but you know what? The run at home, if he scores, it's a 1-run game.
Well, although it was Green River, they're a very good offensive team. Lander did give up a lot of runs in that first game. As no-sip comes set. First pitch of the at-bat to Tommy Chiswick. The pitcher is high, ball 1. I like that take from Chiswick, too. Especially with the bases loaded, nowhere to go. So no-sip comes set. The 1-0 is high, 2-0.
Looks like he's having a hard time with that breaking ball. It's just kind of slipping out of his hand on the delivery.
So no-sip steps off, takes a deep breath. Chiswick does the same. Yeah. This is Tommy Chiswick.
You got no choice but to throw a strike here.
The 2-0 is high, 3-0.
Nowhere to put him. You have to do something here. And I guarantee you Chiswick has the reddest light equal to the color of his
I was going to
jersey.
say probably redder than the jersey, huh? Yeah, it's weird. We're starting to think the same. It's kind of getting creepy. Here comes the 3-0 from Nosip. Squares the bunt. Never had bunting in mind. That's going to be a ball high, and that brings in a run as give Chiswick an RBI on the walk.
Well, if you're Rollins, this is what you wanted. You knew you had to respond, and now you really have an opportunity here with Lee Mastis.
Tying run at the plate with nobody out as Mastis steps in, batting from the right side. Nosip comes set. The pitch. It's high, ball one.
I think right now that Nosip is going to have to deliver right in the zone. I don't think you're going to get any swings at anything close.
Nosip comes set. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed.
Just like that.
1-1.
That's the type of pitch that Carter needed to make, because with how he was missing up high a lot, I think the word got around to Rollins, just hold, make him throw to you.
As he comes set, the 1-1 pitch. It's inside, 2-1. As Mastis has himself in a hitter's count. One pitch, one spot. It's got to be the one you want. As Nosip looks in, gets the sign, looking to work out of the jam. The 2-1 pitch. It is a strike on the inside corner, 2-2.
Okay, now we'll see if that locks Nosip in a little bit more, getting an idea of what the zone is here today. Tell you what, Aaron, though, if this first inning is any indicator, this could be a track meet.
The 2-2 pitch. The strike 3 call to the top of the zone as Nosip gets the first out. As he gets Mastis looking. That'll bring up Eli Weisenberg, the left fielder. Now that's a huge first out of the inning. As Weisenberg's going to bat from the left side. Infield is back for the Legends. They'll look to turn 2 in the middle. First pitch to Weisenberg is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1.
That was the one that Weisenberg, I think, was wanting. That speed was not anything that was going to overpower him. The location, though, from Nosip was absolutely beautiful.
Comes set, the 0-1 pitch. Just off the plate outside. 1-1. First pitch swinging on a pitch on the black. If you're a pitcher and you can locate there, you're going to a lot of times get that first strike, as here comes the 1-1. As he gets a strike there at the knees, 1-2.
This would be huge if you can get a strikeout here if you're Nosip, only allowing one, despite the big opportunity that Rollins has had here in this inning.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up. Somewhere by us, we can't find it. There it is in the road. Usually when we go silent, it just means we're waiting for the ball to hit the canopy over our heads.
It's just
get out of the way.
One of those situations where you duck and cover.
Bases loaded, 1 out, 1-2 the count. The pitch. Swung on and tapped foul as Weisenberg does a good job to stay alive. We were told by a fan, just close our eyes and pray. And that's kind of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Just silently. As Nosip looking to get one step closer. Comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Ball high. It's a good take from Weisenberg. A lot of times what happens when you get in a battle like that, you get in a swing mode, swing at anything. Weisenberg does not, as he leaves that fastball above the shoulders. Nosip, big pitch here, the 2-2. Hit him.
Ooh.
As Weisenberg, that's going to hurt a little less walking down to the first baseline knowing he gets an RBI out of it. That brings in Chiswick.
That is a heartbreaker for Nosip. He had control of that battle, and just one mistake cost them a run. It's a 3-run game now. What were we talking about? Probably needing 3 if you're Rollins to kind of keep this thing close, and they're 90 feet away from doing just that with 1 out, bases loaded.
Trinity Taffner has the opportunity to do so. Steps into the box, batting right-handed. First pitch to Taffner. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Really impressed with some of the pitches that Nosip has been able to kind of deliver in these first pitches. When he delivers a first pitch strike, it's very deceptive, and I think that's why you're seeing Rollins look at a lot of them.
Nosip comes set. The 0-1. Inside, 1-1. I mean, if we're being honest, though, Nosip hasn't delivered very many strikes. So if you're Rollins, being patient is the way to go. As Taffner steps back in. Nosip comes set. The pitch swung on and missed as Taffner gives him a little help above the zone, 1-2.
Bases loaded. Paulson at third. Tommy Chiswick at second. Weisenberg at first.
Taffner steps back in. Trinity Taffner. The 1-2 pitch is a ball high, 2-2. This is a big pitch here for no-sip. You don't want to go 3-2 with the bases loaded because then, anything close and it's called a ball. It's an automatic run. So right here is where you want to get him. As he comes set, that 2-2 pitch is low, 3-2. Taffner has worked it full after falling behind in the count. No-sip working from the first base side of the rubber, holds to the chest. The payoff pitch is a ball high, walks in another run, 5-3 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as Taffner works the walk. As we're going to get a mound visit from the Lander Legends coaching staff.
This is the manager too, so we'll see what he decides to do here as the infield comes in. But if you are Rollins right now, I think you're very happy with your game plan. It's working out well, showing some patience. I mean, how many, 3 runs they've gotten here in the walk. And when you look at the box score, the Tommy Chiswick, he only gave up 1 walk as opposed to 3. And you know what's the old adage in this league? Walks are runs.
Yeah.
And if you're going to I think the pitcher that's going to win this is going to be the one who wins the walk battle.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think I would venture to say Lander's probably the better offensive team between the two, and they're more likely to hit and score runs that way the way they did in the first, where the Generals, they've done a great job working the count. They've made no-sip really, really work here. As we're actually going to look up to the tune.
32 pitches.
Oh, that's a lot of pitches in an inning.
Timely Taffner up right now.
First pitch to Taffner. Low, ball 1.
And again, it's probably going around that entire first base dugout. Make him throw to you.
I can imagine that for the Generals right now, they're probably taking a strike automatically. It's no-sip into the windup. The pitch is low, 2-0.
Well, right now it looks like as if you're in a permanent 3-0 count, the way that the Generals are reacting. So if you're no-seep, go ahead and take advantage of that. Throw one right in there because they're probably not going to swing, and you might be able to sneak a free strike out of there.
So I noticed that last pitch, no-seep, he hasn't thrown from the windup yet. That was his first pitch from the windup. He's going from the windup again. The 2-0 is high, 3-0.
Carr just got to take a deep breath and focus on it one pitch at a time. I think now you just got to throw one in there. Just put it right in there. I think it's a red light. You're going to get a free strike.
Or not, as
okay.
Taffner takes a whack at the 3-0 pitch, follows it straight back. Timely Taffner ahead 3-0, steps back into the box. As the Generals, they have cut the lead to 5-3 with 1 out, bases loaded here in the bottom of the first inning. No-seep into the windup. The 3-1 misses. That's another run as Taffner draws another walk. As that'll bring up James Fletcher. The Generals have officially batted around in the inning and cut the lead to 5-4 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
You know, it's not the most flashy way to battle back in a game, but they don't ask how you did it. They ask how'd you do.
Oh, they just ask if you do it.
Yeah.
As Fletcher steps into the box, first pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
You know, I think if you're no-seep for the rest of this inning, you need to deliver first pitch strikes because they are not swinging at that first offering.
Into the windup, the 0-1 to Fletcher is high, ball 1. No-sip looks in, gets the sign. The 1-1 is low. Good stop by Baker behind the plate. He's been behind the plate for some long innings today. Hats off to Baker. Make that Braxton Baker. He's really worked his tail off.
No-seep has shown some prowess at the plate, shown some great defensive range as well at second base here in the postseason.
The 2-1's a strike on the inside corner, 2-2. On deck is the top of the order in Weston Mathel. He has the lone hit for the Generals here in the contest. No-sip into the windup. 2-2 pitch. Misses high, 3-2.
One pitch away from tying it up if you're Rollins.
Fletcher steps back in, playing second base in today's contest. No-sip. And the windup The 3-2 pitch. Inside, misses, and we have a tie ball game. 5-5 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. The Generals have the bases loaded, and it looks like the Lander Legends are going to make a pitching change as you listen to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West District Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. More from the Union broadcast booth after this.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When you get to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston.
I'm Officer Kevin Malatesta, Public Information Officer for the Cheyenne Police Department. Cheyenne Police Department for the May mobilization is really looking for people who aren't seat belted in their cars. It's a secondary violation in Wyoming, but as we make traffic stops for speeding, cell phones, whatever it may be, we're going to be looking to make sure that people have their seat belts on. As we've gone over, seat belts do save lives, and way too many people in Wyoming aren't wearing them. We want to make sure that people get home safely, get to see their families again. So if they're involved in a car accident and that seatbelt is on, there's a much higher likelihood of that person making it through that accident, making it through without injuries even. When we have crashes without seatbelts, the consequences are much more severe.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Early mornings, tired muscles, pride, and grit. At Varsity Inc., we know how much work goes into building competitive teams. We work hard providing the gear you need to celebrate the teams you love. Be your athlete's biggest fan in apparel from Varsity Inc. Come in today, 926 Main Street, Evanston.
Joel Beaver on the mound for the Legends. First pitch swung on and missed by Weston Matthew, who led off the inning with a single. The 0-1. Looks like a breaking ball that slipped out of his hand, 1-1. And as a pitcher coming in from the field, that's probably the pitch that you're going to have the hardest time trying to find is that breaking ball. As you only get 8 warm-up pitches. So I don't imagine the Legends expect him to pitch already. The 1-1 swung on and missed, 1-2. We have a brand new ball game, 5-5 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As Beaver comes set, the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Gets Mathill looking as both outs in the inning have been on strikeouts looking, as that'll bring up Jody Chiswick. Bases still loaded, 2 outs. The Legends, who would have thought at the beginning of the inning, looking to take the lead with an RBI here.
Hunter Keene over to shortstop, Carter Noseep, your new second baseman.
First pitch to Chiswick outside, ball 1. Outfield's playing medium deep, infield back, the 1-0. Swing and a line drive down the left field line, foul. As Chiswick was way out in front of that one. Chiswick steps back in, holds that bat out in front of his chest. Beaver comes set. The 1-1 pitch is high, 2-1. Chiswick has worked into a hitter's count. As Chiswick steps back into the box. Beaver comes set, holds at the waist. The 2-1's high again, 3-1.
Rollins, the designated home team, they'll have last crack at this thing.
As Beaver's going from the windup this pitch. The 3-1 outside. The Generals, they take a lead as they have 1 hit in the inning, and they've scored 6 runs.
All via patience in the kind of a bases loaded walk type situation.
Trinity Taffner scores.
And now this is right what you want. With 2 down, you've got Brian Polson, who we saw him unleash on a pitch by Nosip. We'll see if he can connect. This thing could get interesting.
First pitch. It gets by the catcher as here comes timely Taffner to score. 7-5 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As Fletcher moves to third and Chiswick moves to second. See if Paulson gets a little more aggressive now that a walk doesn't mean a run. I'd like to see him try to get a hit here as that pitch misses inside, 2-0. Beaver. Into the windup. The pitch. Hits Paulson as he's going to go to first. Brings up Tommy Chiswick, has an RBI in the inning as he drove in a run with the walk. That technically doesn't mean drove in. Means more of walked it in. Beaver's going to work from the windup on the first base side of the rubber. Steps out with that left foot, kicks, deals. The first pitch is low, ball 1. It's a good stop there behind the plate by Baker. Someone get that kid a Gatorade after this half inning. This is the third 7-run inning he's been behind the plate for today. The windup, 1-0, is low, 2-0.
Sure, he's hoping for a big offensive inning for Lander, not just so they can get back in the lead, but so he can have a rest.
Yeah, just so he doesn't have to squat for the next 10 minutes. As Beaver comes set, 2-0 pitch. Swing and a line drive at the third baseman. That's knocked down by the third baseman, Kinney. Steps on the bag. Mercifully, that's the end of the first inning. You listen to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. We'll have the top of the second inning for you when we come back.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family. I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pokes, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazine's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. It's time for the Gazine's Ace Fan Can. The legacy continues as I want to thank everyone watching online at mylocalradio.com. We also want to thank all the people that came down for the tournament. I mean, this is so much fun. Who doesn't love a good baseball tournament? As Chiswick into the windup. First pitch is outside. Ball 1. As it'll be Braxton Baker to lead off. We talked about getting this kid a break. He's at the plate right now. As he's swinging, hits it on the ground into that 5-6 hole. That's going to be past Mastis for a base hit. I don't think even if he comes up with that ball, he's going to be able to throw out Baker, as that was just perfectly placed on the ground. As Baker leads off with an infield single. Brings up Ty Martin, batting from the right side. That's Chiswick. Checks the runner at first. Runner goes. Swung on in. Chop towards shortstop. Mastis fields, fires. That's not going to be in time. Good pick over there at first base by J.D. Chiswick to keep the runner there. As it's going to be first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the second inning. As that'll bring up Luca Kramer. As his first time up, he roped an RBI single. As I really like the approach that Kramer has. He's been very impressive as he's 2 for 3 on the day with his lone out being a hard line drive right to the left fielder. First pitch to him, swung on and hit to the first baseman Chiswick. Takes a hop on him, and he's unable to pick it up. We're going to have bases loaded, nobody out, as he'll reach on the E3.
And this has been an offensive game, that is for sure. You got one team just hitting the ball extremely well, and the other team being extremely patient and great at team at bats.
The windup. First pitch to Noseep. Misses as he has an opportunity to get himself off the hook here. As he had a tough inning on the mound, but he can come through with the bat as he is 1 for 1. Misses down low. 2-0. He's also picked off in that first inning. It's just been kind of a tough game, too, for him, but he can rectify that right here with a big base hit. The windup, the pitch, swung on, popped up. That's going to fall in for right field for a base hit, as a run will score. As Noseep drives in a run. So I heard a fan call for infield fly. Reason why that is not an infield fly is that was not a reasonable effort by an infielder, as it was actually closer to the right fielder, so it's just a bloop single for Carter Noseep. That brings up Cody Cunningham. The base is loaded, nobody out. 7-6 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. First pitch, outside, ball 1. As Rollins has their entire infield back. A ground ball to the infield will do the job. As he hits it to Mastis, that's going to bounce past his glove into left field. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. That gets by the left fielder. A 3rd run, as they're going to hold up the runner at 3rd. That being Kramer.
2-run RBI by Cunningham puts Lander back on top.
It's an E6 on the play with an E7 as well, allowing the extra bases. As Noseep is at 3rd, Kramer and Martin score. 8-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. What a game it has been so far. That brings up Justin Whelan. Runners on 2nd and 3rd.
Oof.
Little half-hearted swing there. I don't think he wanted to go. 0-1. Chiswick into the windup. Breaking ball catches the inside corner.
That was the best pitch he's thrown all day. That one just starts way inside and works the way back in.
0-2. Wasting no time. The 0-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball back to the mound. The runner goes halfway. They throw home. And the run's going to score because they didn't stop the runner, as Cunningham nearly gets thrown out because he was walking to 3rd base. As Chiswick went home, if they turn and look, they have the runner out in a rundown. Instead, he scores. Mark that as an RBI ground out for Justin Wheeling. That's also going to go 1-2-3 in the book. Cunningham gets to 3rd. Noseep scores 9-7. First pitch to Kin as he's batting with the runner on 3rd. 1 out. Is outside, ball 1. As that's a fly ball into left center field as Mathel works his way over. He's unable to make the plays. It's over his head. Cunningham's going to score as Kin is on his way to 2nd. 10-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. That brings up Bodie Moffitt. He singled his first at bat.
Well, we talk about how Aiden Baker wanted a long inning. It looks like he's getting it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Getting a well-deserved rest.
First pitch of the at-bat to Moffitt is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Paulson's unable to corral it. That gets by. Runner's going to advance to third base as Kin's now 90 feet away from scoring. As Moffitt. That run 90 feet from home. Into the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him with a breaking ball. As Moffitt strikes out, that brings up Joel Beaver. As the Lander Legends have officially batted around here in the top of the second inning.
3 half innings and 3 full lineups.
A swing and a fly ball to left field, sending Weisenberg to his left. As it's off of his glove, that ball is down. Another run will score as they're going to hold the runner, Beaver, at second. 11-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Brings up Braxton Baker. Runner on second, 2 down in the inning, 11-7. If you're Chiswick, you got to bounce back. The last 2 plays should have been made. That's a nice breaking ball on the inside part of the plate, 0-1.
Yeah, and with it being a 4-run lead, judging from the runs that we've seen being scored this innings, that is nothing.
The pitch, swinging a flare. That one hops at shortstop by the shortstop, Mastis. They're going to send the runner home as Fletcher picks it up. He's going to throw it back to the pitcher. The run scores. 12-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as the Legends go up 5.
They were down by 2 at one point. That's 7 runs for the second inning in a row. Or actually, they scored 5 in the first. It's 7 runs now, matching Rollins' high.
First pitch to Martin is above his head, and he takes a hack, 0-1.
In a high-scoring game like that, sometimes it's really easy to kind of think that you can just get contact with anything.
Pickoff attempt to keep the runner over there. Runner is back in time as Ty Martin has a single in the inning and reached on an error his first at-bat. Chiswick comes set. The 0-1. Breaking ball hit on the ground slowly to Mastis. He charges. Fields is going to be unable to make the play as that's going to go as an infield single. Tough break there for Chiswick as he made a really good pitch, almost too good of a pitch, as Martin didn't hit it very hard, but he hit in the right spot. Runners on first and second, 2 outs in the inning, 7 runs home, 12-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Lander Legends have gone from down 2 to up 5.
If you're the shortstop, at what point do you call in the infield to kind of have a conference just to kind of get everybody to breathe a little bit? You can kind of sense everything tightening up for Rollins right now.
First pitch is fouled straight back, 0-1. Well, just looking at my book, though, it'd be hard if you're the shortstop to bring everyone in and tell everyone to calm down when the majority of the balls have been hit to short in this inning. If we're just being honest. As Chiswick steps off. He's asking his first baseman, J.D. Chiswick, to hold the runner on. But with the lefty up, I'd rather see him play behind. As that's a strike on the inside corner, 0-2.
Good looking pitch there by Chiswick.
This is Luca Kramer. Has a single and reached on an error. Chiswick comes set. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball just fouled off as Kramer got a piece of that one to stay alive, 0-2. If you're Lander, you don't want to leave those runners out there. You really never know in a game like this. As Chiswick comes set. The 0-2 hits him. Kramer will go down to first base. Brings up Nosip.
Next up, number 4.
He's got an RBI in the inning.
Ron, someone's going to have to make a play. Get him out of this inning. This is within striking distance with what we've seen so far in this game, but I think you've got to stop the bleeding now.
Nosip steps in. First pitch. Swinging a line drive down the right field line. That's slicing foul. That's a good idea from Nosip. Trying to flip it down that right field line. It's a good piece of hitting. Just missed it, though. 0-1.
Well, he puts that down the right field line, and it's fair. I think that's 2 more for Lander.
Maybe 3, with this, depending on the speed of Kramer. The 0-1 is above his head, 1-1. This would be a good time for, I think, for Chiswick to go back to that breaking ball. You brushed him off the plate a little bit. Start that breaking ball at him. As he goes to the fastball, that's looped in the air over the head of the second baseman for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run to score. They throw to second base to hold Nosip at first, as Carter Nosip has a 2 RBI single. His second RBI at bat here in the inning.
And we got ourselves a football score, 14-7 Lander.
Very well possible that friends over at the Lander station will be saying that this season at 14-7. Runners on first and third, 2 outs. 9 runs home in the inning as Cunningham steps to the plate. Swing and a drive. That's going to go over the head of Weisenberg as that one hops the fence. 1 run scores. Second runner is coming around third. He's going to score. Has 11 runs have crossed the plate here in the inning. 16-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
That was a deceptively hard hit ball by Cunningham. It came off his bat. You didn't think it was hit very, very hard, but it just went up and kept going and going, and brings in those 10th and 11th run for Lander.
First pitch of the at-bat to Justin Whelan is high. Ball 1. The pitch. As Chiswick is working from the windup, why is Cunningham not standing on third? The windup, the pitch, Cunningham stays. Breaking ball misses. The windup, the pitch, swung on and missed, 2-2. As the entire Lander coaching staff is yelling at Cunningham. As this time Chiswick's going to go from the stretch. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that will do it for us here in the top of the second inning. Listen to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West Baseball on mylocalradio.com. We'll have the bottom of the second inning after this.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family. I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pugs, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth in the middle of a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaws Baseball of Single A West Baseball online at mylocalradio.com as Lee Mastis will lead off. Down 0-1 in the count. The 0-1 pitch swung on and popped up into right center field as the center fielder Martin moves over to make the play. 1 out here in the inning. 16-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. The Legends put up 11 runs in the top of that second inning. Speaking of 11s, here comes Eli Weisenberg. The lefty will bat. Beaver into the motion. The first pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. Beautiful day for baseball here as Weisenberg steps back in. The 0-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Martin works his way back. Camps out underneath it, makes the play. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning.
This is what you need if you were Lander to try to establish some control of this game, which really has kind of felt like a little bit of a runaway freight train at times.
Turning to Taffner, you got to have a little bit of an at-bat here. You can't swing at the first pitch and you get out. It's going to be real bad as Chiswick had a long inning. First pitch is high, ball 1.
But, I mean, for a minute there, it was like blinking 3 runs were scored, blinking 2 more runs were scored, and it was one of those things where both of these offenses were absolutely having a bit of a showcase. If Beaver can bring some stability, that would really help Lander continue their season.
The 1-0's outside. Beaver gets it back onto the mound. Into the windup. Kicks the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0. Taffner steps back in. Beaver into the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Outside, walks him. 4 pitches.
Well, you said that he needs to have a bit of an at-bat here, and that's exactly what he's able to do here.
I was going to say it was a very good at-bat. Give Chiswick, if he's going back to the mound, a little bit of time to breathe, as that was a long, long inning. And the first inning wasn't quick either. As that'll bring up timely Taffner. $16-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Yeah, you heard that right. Bottom of the second inning. Both these offenses have put up a lot of runs. Beaver comes set. The pitch. Breaking ball catches the inside part of the zone. 0-1. Taffner back into the box. Beaver comes set, holds at the waist. The pitch is high, 1-1. Something I've picked up on out of Beaver, out of the windup, the first thing to move are his hands. So if you're on first base and you see his hands move, just know you'll be able to go then. The pitch. Hit on the ground to the shortstop as they go to second base to complete the out as we are down with the bottom of the second inning. Move to the top of the third inning. No runs on a walk. Nothing else for the Generals. Listen to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West Baseball online at mylocalradio.com.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth. We start the Uinta Eye and Vision third inning with a high pop-up to the shortstop. Masters is able to make the play. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the Uinta Eye and Vision third inning, where our vision is to improve yours.
That brings the plate.
As
Number 2, Moffitt.
As that was Hunter Kinn that popped out to start the inning, brings up Bodie Moffitt. Chiswick back to the mound for his third inning of work. First pitch breaking ball misses low, ball 1. 16-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. The Legends lead. And you look at that score line, and that doesn't really tell the story of what Chiswick has done on the mound. The 1-0 is a strike, 1-1.
Chiswick has made some pitches. Unfortunately, there's been some defensive lapses. I believe 4 errors right now on the Rollins Generals.
As a pitcher, your job is to create outs. Sometimes those outs aren't converted, and when they're not converted, it becomes a long day on the mound as that one misses outside, 2-1.
I mean, you want to look at walks right now. Chiswick only 1 walk compared to 6 for Lander pitching.
The 2-1 pitch misses low, 3-1.
Chiswick has thrown 45 pitches through 2. That's not right.
The pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Looks like it clipped Chiswick on the ground to Fletcher Fields. Fires across in time for the out. 2 up, 2 down here to start the top of the Uinta Eye and Vision third inning. As that'll bring up Joel Beaver on the mound. Mark that in your books, 1-4-3, as that did clip Chiswick on the way for the putout.
All right, so 69 pitches. There's pitch 670 from Chiswick.
Misses outside for a ball, 1-0.
He's pitched 2 1/3 innings.
The 1-0 misses. Makes it 2-0. 16-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. The windup, the pitch, swinging a drive to left field as Weisenberg takes 2 steps to his left, and that is a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the Uinta Eye and Vision third inning. We move to the bottom of the third inning. The Generals, they trail the Legends 16-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, looking to get back into this one. Listen to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West District Baseball online at mylocalradio.com.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth in the middle of a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West District Baseball. online at mylocalradio.com. Move to the bottom of the UNTI Division third inning. The Legends lead 16-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Let's recap the scoring as the Legends put up 5 in the top of the first. The Generals took the lead 7-5 in the bottom of the first. Then the Legends retook the lead with 11 runs in the top of the second inning, 16-7 on that Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as the Generals were shut out in the bottom of the second. Looking to rectify that here in the bottom of the third, get back into this one. As it'll be Fletcher to lead off.
Next up, number 27 for Rollins, Fletcher.
It'll be Fletcher, Mathel, Chiswick, so 9-1-2 in the order for the Generals. As Beaver goes back to work, his second full inning. First pitch is low, ball 1.
Last time these two teams played, Lander won 7-11 and 11-1 on July 10th.
Beaver into the windup. The pitch is outside, 2-0. As Fletcher steps back into the box. Beaver on the mound. The windup, the kick, the 2-0. Outside, 3-0. Beaver working from the windup. Fletcher steps back in with 3-0 pitch. Is above his head as it nearly hits him. Ball 4 as Fletcher will take the free pass. That brings up Weston Mathel. 1 for 2 in the contest. With a single in the first at-bat of the game, then he struck out to end. Excuse me, he struck out in the top of the first inning as well.
2 times this season, the Lander Legends have scored over 16 runs, actually 3 times. 2 times they've met 19, 1 time they've hit 17. This ties, though, the best offensive performance by the Generals at 7 runs.
First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Beaver wasting very little time with the 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1-1. General step back into the box. Actually make that Mathel. Generals is the logo. It says it right on the jersey. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a line drive right at the right fielder, Whelan. Makes the play, as I'm not sure Mathel could have thrown it to him any better than what he hit it there. Whelan positioned perfectly as that's out number 1. Brings up Jody Chiswick as 0 for 1. Reached on an error in the first and then walked in his second at-bat.
Be big if J.D. Chiswick could get going here with Paulson on deck.
First pitch of the at-bat is a strike, 0-1.
Well, Joel Beaver has come in and he's kind of been able to get things rolling in the right direction for the Legends.
Beaver checks that runner at first. Fletcher. The 0-1 is a breaking ball in the outside corner, 0-2.
Beaver, 2 innings pitched, 3 walks, 1 strikeout.
Chiswick back into the plate. Beaver comes set, kicks the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. As we're going to get a balk call.
He didn't come set is what the field umpire is saying.
Actually, I think what he said is, I pointed out earlier that Beaver moves his hands in the stretch before he goes. And if you do that too soon before the kick, then it's technically a balk, as it should remain 0-2 for Chiswick. As if he would have gotten a base hit, I think that stands on the balk because it's a balk, 0-2. Beaver comes set. The 0-2 pitch hits him.
Wow, that balk is huge because instead of having 2 down, you just hit a guy and now you got runners on first and second for Polson, who has shown some glimpses of being dangerous.
Number 5, Paulson.
It's like we're going to have a mound conference here between the pitching coach and the infield.
16-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As a Legend, they want to talk about it. Runner on first and second, 1 out. Bottom of the third inning. 16-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. I'll recap that for you again. 5 in the first for the Legends, 7 in the bottom of the first for the Generals, 11 in the top of the second for the Legends, and from there on it's been zeros. 1 in the bottom of the second, 1 in the top of the third. Brian Paulson steps to the plate looking to change that. He doesn't have an official at-bat yet. He's walked and been hit by a pitch. Scored a run in the first. First pitch of the at-bat behind him nearly hits him as Fletcher, he's going to take off. The throw in time as they got him. As Baker throws out Fletcher trying to advance. As the Generals are asking the umpire for an explanation. As Fletcher is thrown out at third trying to advance. Great play by Baker. A little lead runner on first for Paulson. As the runner on first didn't advance on the throw. Swung on and popped up on the infield. As it's dropped by the shortstop. As we're trying to find the shortstop, Game Changer hasn't been updated.
Keen.
As it's Keen that dropped that.
That brings up number 7, Chiswick.
Brings up Tommy Chiswick. Beaver comes set that. The pitch inside, ball 1. I was going to say that throwout looms large, as it wouldn't have mattered, as it would have been first and second, 2 outs anyways. With that probably would have been an infield fly. The pitch swung on and missed, 1-1. Comes set, the 1-1 swung on and missed with a breaking ball, 1-2. Beaver looks in, gets the sign. Holds at the waist. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the shortstop, Ken Fields. He's going to fire to second for the short out. As that'll do it for us here in the Uinta Iron Vision third inning. 16-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. The Legends lead the Generals. You listen to a First Bank Wyoming presentation of Single A West Baseball online at mylocalradio.com.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth in the middle of a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. As the first pitch to Baker is high. Ball 1. As Baker leads off the 4th inning. That pitch misses. 2-0. As a 2-0 pitch is ripped into left field. That sends Weisenberg back. One hops the fence. Weisenberg picks it up in left field, fires it in. That's going to be a leadoff double for Braxton Baker. Throws a runner out in the bottom of the inning. Leads off the top of the 4th inning with the double.
Good for him. He's had he has worked hard today.
He's had a long day.
And to get something like that, that's awesome to see.
It's his 2nd hit of the day. As that brings up Ty Martin. First pitch to Martin, inside, ball 1.
Nearly tagged him there.
Chiswick comes set. The pitch is low. Good stop by Paulson behind the plate. As there was no run scored in that 3rd inning after 16 plus 7 being scored in the first 3/3 of an inning, or 3/2 of an inning, as Martin swings and misses at the 2-0. Paulson's able to knock it down. Makes it 2-1, or 2-1.
Yeah, and right now, as we inch closer and closer towards the middle part of the game, Lander, though, up by 9. And remember, they are playing run rule after 5. That means 10 after 5 since Rollins is the designated home team.
Pitch is a curveball that's lifted into left field. Weisenberg coming on. That's going to drop in front of him for a base hit. Weisenberg does a good job getting the ball in, keeping Martin to a single as Baker's going to advance to 3rd.
Really impressed with some of the decisions Weisberg has made in the outfield, especially struggling in that first game. He's done a really good job kind of holding things down out there.
Number 13, Kramer.
Brings up Luca Kramer. He's reached all 3 at-bats.
That all-important 10th run 90 feet away.
Chiswick comes set. The pitch is fouled away. 0-1 as the runner was going on the pitch.
Well, like the first few innings, remember we made a note that Lander was going to be very aggressive on the base paths, and they were. It's kind of calmed down a little bit as they haven't had very many on, but now Lander with an opportunity to get aggressive again.
See what the Generals do to defend it. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Taffner. It's going to fall in front of Taffner as he picks it up, throws it away as that ball's going to skip by the 3rd baseman. Both runners are going to advance. As Baker scores, Martin moves to 3rd on the throwing error. And Kramer will advance after the RBI single.
There's Carter Noseep, who probably on one of the prettiest hits we've seen in the tournament, just poked it into right field. Didn't try to do too much.
First pitch of the at-bat to Noseep is a strike. If there's anyone on this field that's relieved that the Legends have come back, it's probably Noseep, who have to imagine he just had a rough outing in that first inning. For some reason, could not find it. It's Chiswick. 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Went to the curveball. 0-2.
I mean, it could be as simple as postseason nerves. I mean, you getting the start in an elimination game to try to keep the Lander Legends' first single-A season going.
The 0-2 pitch is low as Paulson does a great job stopping that one. That was more butterfly, as in, hockey goalie style. More likely to see, Igor Shesterkin make a stop that way as that pitch is high, 2-2. But whatever gets the job done at this point.
Winner of this game will play at 4:30 against the loser of the Powell versus Evanston Lovell matchup. Of course, taking place at 7 o'clock tonight. Don't miss it on mylocalradio.com.
The 2-2 pitch hits him as that's going to load the bases for Cunningham.
That brings to the plate number 75, Cunningham.
That brings up Cody Cunningham.
1 for 2 today.
And also drew a walk.
So he's been very productive at the plate.
First pitch is low. Good stop by Paulson.
Throw back to Chiswick, rolls to the second baseman.
It's a good backup there by Fletcher. You'd hate to give up a run like that. So we're in the top of the 4th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. The pitch, line drive towards Weisenberg in left field. He makes the catch. Runner's going to tag from third and score. Yeah, that's a good play by Weisenberg. Good at bat for Cunningham, as that's an RBI sacrifice fly, as that makes the score 18-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
And for Cunningham, that is actually going to go down as his 5th RBI, I believe.
Into the motion, the pitch to Whelan as he hits it to the center field. Mathill on the run, is not going to get there as it gets by him. It's going to roll to the fence. 1 run's going to score, as they're going to hold the second runner up as they try to back pick at second. No avail, as Whelan with an RBI double. (19-7) on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
First pitch to Keene, taken in there for a strike.
Chiswick working from the windup on the first base side of the rubber. Kicks, delivers, and that is off the glove of Paulson. The runner's coming home. Paulson slides, fires, and that is not in time, as Nosip will score on the wild pitch. 20-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. 1-1 the count, 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. 4 runs in for the Legends. Chiswick into the windup. The 1-1 pitch is high, ball 2. Chiswick gets it back to the mound, wasting very little time. The 2-1 pitch as they back pick and throw it into left field. Another run's going to score. As that's Whelan coming in, crossing the plate.
20 runs scored by Lander today.
Yeah, make that 21.
Yep.
As the 21st. 21-7 on the Heritage Auto Evanston scoreboard as Chiswick into the windup. The pitch. Swung on, popped up. That's going to go out of play. Actually hits the netting and stays in, but would have been out of play. It's Bodie Moffitt on deck. Kin back to the box. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball into the zone. That's a beautiful pitch from Chiswick for out number 2. And for the... Nope. Bodie Moffitt represents the 8th batter to hit in the inning. If he reaches, that means the 3rd time today that the Lander Legends have batted around in an inning.
Very impressive offensive performance there from Lander.
First pitch to Moffitt is outside, ball 1. Chiswick gets the ball, back in the windup. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled away, 1-1. Chiswick back to the mound. Continues to work. From the first base side of the rubber, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Wow. As Paulson went all out to stop that one. It just kept going away and away and away from him, 2-1.
Love the effort there from Paulson there.
Yeah, there's no one on base, but you still love that. So no runner advances, but as a catcher, you want to block everything. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up. Shallow center field, could be trouble. Is trouble as that lands. As the runner's going to second, the throw to the shortstop, not in time. As Moffitt's going to check in with a double. I'm not sure if Mastis was on the base when he received the throw. The throw was in Mastis' glove before the runner was at second. This brings up Beaver as the Legends have batted around as that's popped up. Listen to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. More from the Union Broadcast booth after this.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
As we move to the bottom of the 4th inning, the Legends on top 21-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As it'll be Chiswick. I take that back, it'll be Mastis, Weisenberg, Taffner due up for the Legends here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We apologize, we're having some technical difficulties. We're trying to get these figured out.
First up for Rollins, the bottom of the 4th. Great, Mastis.
As Mastis will step in. Beaver back to the mound, into the windup. First pitch to Mastis is high, ball 1. As Beaver into the windup, the pitch swung on and missed. Mastis chased a breaking ball. It looked like it broke out of the zone. As Beaver goes back to work, kicks, delivers a strike on the outside corners. That's dotted on the black, 1 and 2. Beaver into the windup. The pitch swung on and missed. He got him with a breaking ball as Mastis strikes out to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. Brings up Eli Weisenberg.
That brings up
as we want to remind you, this is not our last match of last contest of the day, as we will have the Lovell Mustangs taking on the Evanston Outlaws in the 7 o'clock game. As Beaver into the windup, first pitch to Weisenberg is ripped over the head of the right fielder, sending it back. Weisenberg hits the bag at first. He's going to head for second as the right fielder Whelan just gets to the ball now. Weisenberg hits the bag at second. He's going for 3, and he's going to be in there with a stand-up triple.
Wow.
As that was ripped by Eli Weisenberg. He crushed that thing. I don't think that ball got higher than the scoreboard, but yet traveled nearly to the fence as he ripped a line drive triple, as that'll bring up Trinity Taffner. First pitch to Taffner. It's popped up on the infield. Shortstop Kin calls for it, makes the play. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. This will bring up Timely Taffner. As it looks like we're going to get a substitution. As it'll be 4 for We get a pinch hitter for Timely Taffner. Trying to bring up the roster real quick.
Number 4, Clark.
As it's Clark to hit, swinging from the left side. Beaver into the windup. First pitch, outside, ball 1.
Yeah, Goldie Clark. One of the few young ladies on this Rollins General squad.
Batting from the left side, wiggles the bat high above that left shoulder. The 1-0 pitch. Cut and a miss, 1-1. As Clark steps back in. Beaver comes, gets a sign into the windup. The pitch, swung on and missed, 1-2. Beaver into the windup, working from the first base side. Kicks, delivers. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. They apply the tag, and that'll complete the strikeout. That'll do it for the Generals in the bottom of the 4th inning. You listen to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West District Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. We'll have the top of the 5th inning when we come back.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth in the middle of First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West Baseball online at mylocalradio.com.
Number 0, Baker.
As Braxton Baker will lead off in the 5th inning. Braden Baker. No. You sure? Mine says Braxton. Second pitch to Baker is a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch bounces in, 1-2. It is Braden Baker. I've called him Braxton the whole time.
Probably because my Y looks like a
yeah,
X, so that's my bad.
No, it's all good. I mean, I don't have great handwriting either because I had Jool for Joel. Handwriting is not a great thing on this broadcast either. We're going to do math or handwriting. As Chiswick back to the mound, continues to work. The 1-2 pitch is up and in, 2-2.
You know, hats off to Tommy Chiswick. He's approaching 100 pitches now. He's probably going to end his season here fairly quickly.
Yeah, he took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to mention the same exact thing as he's grinded for his teammates.
Yep. He's done a great job.
Into the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner as Baker goes down looking for out number 1.
And I think Coach is going to end it now as they start dabbing and high-fiving and giving him a congratulations and a big thank you for going out there and warring for them today.
He grinded. He grinded his tail off, and, you know, you love to see that. Things didn't go his way. It's fair to say that 21 runs, he didn't give up 21 runs. I would venture to guess that I'd say maybe only 5 or 6 of those were earned. But, you know, he went out there and he worked his tail off. And Well, what doesn't get talked about a lot is when those errors do happen, it's extra pitches, and he went out there and battled. But with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. You'll listen to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West Baseball online at mylocalradio.com.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe. I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family. I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast booth. As we have a pitching change, it will be Weston Mathill going to the mound. As we will get you the rest of the defensive changes as Chiswick will bring you the box score on this one. Actually, will be able to complete the box score as he goes 4 1/3. Allowed 18 hits, 20 runs, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. And, man, he battled.
He did.
I mean, you could say that about a couple of pitchers on the mound. They've battled. I mean, even Nosip didn't have his best stuff, but he was out there battling for his team.
Pitching has not been the issue in this game as much as, well, I mean, there were some walks, but, I mean, a lot of the issues have been the errors in the field that have really kind of undone Rollins here today.
As Mathill's first pitch is a strike to Ty Martin, 0-1. Martin's 3 for 4. 2 singles and an infield single as that pitch misses inside. 21-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. The Generals are going to have to hold the Legends and then make the score 21-12 in the bottom of the inning as a ground ball to shortstop Mastis. He fields, bobbles, and he's not going to be able to make the play. As that'll be interesting to see what they've marked out as. As that could either be an infield single. I mean, that wasn't an easy play. As it'll bring up Luca Kramer with the runner on first.
Number 13, Kramer.
According to Game Changer, they're going with an error on that one. And you hate to see it because Maestas had a really good jump on the ball. Just kind of speed jammed a little bit.
I'd say hit him in the heel of the glove. As they'll bring up Kramer. As Kramer has scored 4 times in the game. So that first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Mathill comes set to pitch on the ground off of the glove of the shortstop, Chiswick. That's going to trickle into right field. The runner on first is going to work his way all the way to third. That's Martin. As that's going to be E3 on that one.
That brings the plate, number 4, Nosey.
It just feels like a team that might be running out of gas a little bit right now, Aaron.
Yeah, it's been a long season for Rollins, man, and you know, it's been a tough go of it. But man, these kids, I ran into them at the pizza shop that we went to earlier, and I was talking to a couple of them, and I have a lot of respect for them for coming out here. And first pitch from Mathill to Nosip is a strike, and you know, it's tough. They haven't won a game yet this year, and they come out and they compete. And it's not effort. That's not why the Rawlings Generals are losing this game. They always give their best, and I respect that a lot. As Mathill misses low, 1-1.
It's a team that plays hard and plays the game the right way, and we're happy that they're here in the Single A. And unfortunately, their season is probably about to come to an end in about 20 minutes.
But
still, it's not over yet.
I wouldn't say it's dire for next year.
No.
I think they've got some things that they can build off of.
Yep, absolutely.
Mathill comes set. The pitch misses inside, 3-1. Also got to give a shout out to the umpire, who's had a fairly consistent strike zone throughout the game. There's been 28 runs scored, and this has been a long one. And they're in the grind as much as some of the players are. I mean, they got to squat, too, every pitch. As Mathil comes set, the 3-1. Swung on and popped up, working its way back towards the dugout. Diving effort from Paulson as he nearly gets it.
And that's what we're talking about with this Rollins team. Not once has effort been the reason that they've had their struggles. This team, like I said, they play hard, they play the right way. Lander has come out and put on an offensive showdown. I mean, look at that. 5 runs, 11 runs, 5 runs, just to kind of start to wind things down here for Rollins. And Lander will be in an elimination game tomorrow at 4:30.
3-2 pitch, swung on and popped up. I mean, 21-7, and Paulson is laying out for that ball like it's a 1-run game.
Yeah.
You love to see that. There are things that you can't control in baseball, but effort is always one of them. And I feel like this Rollins teams, every time I've seen them, they've given 100% effort. As a 3-2 pitch. On the ground to Mastis, off his glove. That's going to trickle out into left field. 1 run's going to score. 22-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As I'll bring up Cody Cunningham, who apparently stands alone. Because I don't know if you can hear it, but his walk-up song is I Stand Alone.
I don't know if these are selected walk-up songs or they just have a DJ playing in the booth here at Lovell or Cowley.
Well, I think they're selected because Beavers come up to the same song. As Cunningham puts a charge into that one. Out to right field. That's a good play there by the right fielder, Timely Taffner, as he completes the out.
Cunningham has shown some power. And in the first game, remember, he struck out, looked pretty upset with himself, then came back and made a great play in foul territory in that Green River game.
He's bounced back nicely for this Legends team. 22-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
Yeah, according to Game Changer, he has got 5 RBIs.
As that pitch is on the ground to Mastis by him into left field. As 1 run's going to score. They're going to advance the runner to third as the hitter Whelan will move all the way up to second base. 23-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
Lander now just kind of putting in the finishing touches on what's been you know what? For Lander, it's kind of history. It's a first single-A postseason victory for the Legends. So putting the finishing touches on what's been a good performance here for them this afternoon.
Mathil into the windup. First pitch of the at-bat is high, ball 1. Hunter Kinn up. He's 0 for 4 in the contest. Looking to join in on the hit parade. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Reminder that this is not our final game of the day. We have one more. It'll be the Outlaws taking on the Lovell Mustangs. As that pitch is behind the hitter, as it did hit him.
Yep.
But even on that play, a dead ball. That's what we're talking about with Rollins. Paulson sprints to the backstop to go get that to try to prevent the run.
All about showing hustle there.
This brings up Bodie Moffitt, the 8th hitter to bat in the inning. First pitch hits him too, as that's going to score a run. 24-7 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Hurts a little less when you get an RBI out of the deal.
Next up, number 8, Beaver.
Mathil into the windup. First pitch to Beaver on the ground to Mastis Fields. Off of his glove as the second baseman, Fletcher's able to sprawl out, pick it up, touch the bag as a heads-up play there from Fletcher ends the inning. As you listen to the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West District Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. More from the Union Broadcast booth after this.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family. I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth in the middle of a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West District Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. 24-7, the Legends over the Generals as we move to what could be the last half inning of this game as the Generals, they need, 8 runs to keep this one going.
Yeah, and they scored 7 in the first. I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility. However, Joel Beaver has come in and pretty well shut it down. He's gone 3 and 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts.
As we will have James Fletcher to lead it off from the top of the order for the Generals. First pitch to Fletcher is fouled straight back, 0-1.
So this score holds up. Lander will play the loser of the district semifinal between Powell and the winner of Evanston and Lovell. The Evanston-Lovell game taking place at 7 o'clock tonight. Unfortunately, the score holds up. This is the last game of the season for the Rollins Generals.
Ball misses inside, 1-1. As Fletcher doesn't have an official at bat as he's walked both times. That misses high, 2-1. As he's also got an RBI to his name in the contest. Can't really complain what you're getting out of the 9 spot for the Generals as Fletcher steps back in. Beaver into the windup. The 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1.
Fletcher trying to work that leadoff walk. Try to get Rollins to do something here. Down by 8, you're not going to do it with a 1 swing of the bat. You need to start jamming the bases loaded for the Generals.
As that pitch misses inside, ball 4. As the left fielder for the Legends is standing 2 steps off of the grass for that Fletcher at bat, but he's on base for the 3rd time today.
Yeah, Fletcher, one of those young Generals that I think a little bit more work in the offseason, he could be a piece to build around in the future.
And he's going to continue to grow. First pitch swinging for Mathil's popped up. Left side of the infield. Kinn drops it as it's going to roll to the pitcher. They bobble it, and someone picks it up, and they're going to throw him out at second base.
Fletcher kind of holding close to first. Probably the smart idea because that ball looks like it's going to be caught. It's caught. He just goes back to first. But then with the drop, but with Mathil over on first, really creates some problems for you.
Yeah, that ball should be caught, as that's going to go down as a 6-1-5-4 put out.
Nice job keeping track of that one.
First pitch to Chiswick is a strike. 0-1. That's actually going to go as a 6-1-5-4 fielder's choice. As they try to pick the runner off. At first, gets back in time. As we get heckled from the peanut gallery. Beaver comes set. The 0-1 is high, 1-1, as head coach of the Green River Knights walked past, told us to get a job, and I think we have a job, Elan. I think one of the greatest ones ever.
I would agree with that.
Beaver comes set, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up into shallow left field. Kinn backs up, and he drops this one as they throw it to second. Not in time as as the second baseman pulled his foot. Runners on first and second, 1 out.
I think Nosip thought it was a force. So that he just needed to tap his foot on the base, and it would be an out. But I think
force.
that's what happened there.
It was a force. He just pulled his foot. As that brings up Paulson. As the runner's going to go, the throw not in time. Good base running there by Mathels. He advances 90 feet. As Landry's going to go talk about this one.
Yeah, runners on the corner. Still looking at a position where you can trade an out for a run here and get out of this game earlier than anticipated and be ready for another do-or-die game tomorrow. That's the tough thing about losing that first round. You have to win every game from here on out. Well, not every game. You have to win tomorrow. That's the thing. You got to win tomorrow if you lose today.
You have to win tomorrow. And they're going to get the winner. The loser. Yeah, we talked about this a bunch. This is a real confusing spider web of they're going to get the loser of Powell versus the winner of Lovell and Evanston. And if that's confusing, we will be able to explain that to you more after Evanston and Lovell play. That's the hard part, trying to explain all this without the games happening. Is the runner's going to go. They throw down to second, and the throw is high out into center field as one run's going to score. 24-8 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As Mathil touches the plate. Paulson steps back in. The pitch. It is a strike. Called 1-1. Runner on second. One out. Generals need 7 more runs to keep this game alive. As Paulson steps back in. The pitch as Paulson tips it straight back. 1-2.
If Paulson can get on base, that would be huge for Rollins right now.
He's behind the count, 1-2. As Beaver comes set. The pitch. Breaking ball, got him. So that's out number 2. Brings up Tommy Chiswick. That runner on second.
Got to take your hat off to this young man. Pitched really just grinded for his team today on the mound.
First pitch, swung on and missed. He's 0 for 1 with a walk, and that walk drove in a run. Struck out his other at-bat. As Beaver comes set. The 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the third baseman. As that's fielded, fired across for the out, and that'll do it for us here in this game. As the Lander Legends survive to play another day, as they will wait to see who they're playing. They got 2 more games to find out who their next opponent is, as this has been a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West District Baseball online at mylocalradio.com. We'll have the postgame show after this.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth in the middle of a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Single A West District Baseball online at mylocalradio.com as the Lander Legends tried to combine both of those all in one as they will move on to play the loser of the winner of Evanston versus Lovell versus Powell. I know that sounds confusing, but we'll have more brevity on the situation later.
Wait till tonight, and we'll know. We'll be able to tell you who exactly Lander's playing a little bit clearly.
As the Legends take care of the Generals 23-8 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As it's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, and for that, 5 in the first for the Legends as the Generals score 7, retake the lead 7-5. Then the Legends scored 11 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Didn't look back from there. They win 23-8 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As it is time for your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. And for that, we're going to give it to Braden Baker, who threw out a runner stealing third, and that kind of quashed all momentum in the game. As it is time for your your Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. That is what I like, and for that, we're going to give it to Cody Cunningham, who had 5 RBIs in the game. As we talked about in game, where he had a little bit of a rough game, bounced back, was able to put up 5 RBIs for the Legends.
We're proceeding.
As this will do it for this stream. When we come back, we're going to have the Evanston Outlaws versus the Lovell Mustangs stream, as this will do it for this stream. Thank you for joining us. I'm Aaron Poling for Elan Olliff. Until next time, thank you for joining us.